Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Johnny, and today I was thinking about doing what's in my camera bag for 2024, but I might do that later within the year, just because I haven't really changed too much. But it really got me thinking about what I have now in my accessory bag, which is still part of my camera bag, but it's the finer details. And I'm gonna go over a few little things, maybe things that are obvious that you would have in your camera bag or your work bag. But I just wanted to share a few different things that I carry around, give you the reasons as to why I might do that, and maybe some will surprise you, or maybe you'll add some into your own accessory bag to go into your camera bag. So without further ado, let's get into this. All right, for the first bit, which shouldn't be any surprise to anybody, is a few storage items. So I have this right here, which is my main backup for photos, for Lightroom, or any video exports. And then I have this SanDisk, small SSD, which is about 500, well, it's actually 2 terabytes to my surprise, of extra storage. So one runs on USB 3.0 and the other one is USB-C. Both are really great. They both are really, what are they? They're both reliable. That's the word. They're both really reliable, strong built, and just get the job done. Never had any issues with them within my use, either with Mac or Windows. So I keep these on hand just to be sure that I have always a backup of whatever I'm working on, so nothing gets lost, as well as a cloud backup. But for a physical, what's in my accessory bag, I'm gonna keep these two in there. All right, next on my list was actually inspired by Peter McKinnon from one of his previous, way back, a few years ago, in his what's in his accessory bag. And that's these clamps. So I have 2 of them right here. Sometimes I'll carry about 4 of them. And they're just nice and easy to just clamp on maybe a fabric, a backdrop, or hold something in place. It just becomes a really useful tool. You don't always use it. It's not always a necessary thing to have, but when you need it, it's fantastic to have. While other people might need it, say on a wedding shoot, you know, someone else might need something to be held up or kept in place. They may not have something, but you do, and next thing you know, you're back on the shoot, you're back on the event, you're ready to go and move on forward. So these clamps, they come with backdrop bundles. You can buy these at Ace Hardware. You can buy, you know, there's multiple stores that you can get this from. They're nothing more than 20 bucks for probably a pack of 4, even 6, Amazon, wherever you want to buy it. And they come in different sizes. So I keep them a little smaller just because they are taking space in my camera bag. Don't want it to clutter up. Don't want to still keep things pretty neat and fresh and clean. So that's for item number 2 here. I guess clamps. Okay, so we have the hard drive storage kind of devices. We have the clamps, and now I have what is the most fun if you're using a MacBook M1 or something that doesn't have a lot of ports on it, and they are dongles or adapters. So this one is for my Canon EOS R5, uses the different type of SD card, so I got to use this reader here to actually get any files off of that. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but I get it. Higher speeds, higher qualities, different technologies. Next, I have this dock, I suppose, and it just attaches to the left side of my MacBook. I'm using an M1 MacBook still, as you guys might know from my previous videos. I absolutely still love that laptop, and it's really hard for me to even justify upgrading it right now. So if you're curious as to whether or not you should upgrade or not, I mean, it's really case by case, but for me, I know I'm okay with it. But I definitely need this dock here because I don't have any SD card slot, micro SD. I have, of course, USB-C, but I don't have any USB Type A. So this solves it. However, this was about $60 when I first bought the laptop, and that's kind of ridiculous. Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Tim Cook, all your wonderful hard work and my money disappearing from my wallet. But these are the 2 things here. Definitely needed, definitely an everyday kind of use, so we can't live without it. All right, next we have a mouse, which might be a surprise to some, but I hate video editing with the trackpad. I like using the keyboard within the laptop and then an external mouse. This is from Razer. It's the same one that I had in my previous video with my desk setup. Does it great. Definitely wouldn't suggest the Magic Mouse from Apple. That's absolutely garbage. But this or a Logitech mouse, maybe even a smaller footprint would be good. But I find this to be just the perfect, you know, it's not super costly. It's right in my budget. and it works great. It's wireless. I don't need to have one of those adapters that just connect Bluetooth. So that works for me. Less things to carry, the better. Right, since I am a photographer and videographer, I do carry camera batteries. I have about, well, there's one in the camera here. I have these two and two more, and I think I have one more. So in total, I have 6. And as everyone says, you cannot have enough batteries. Either the typical Canon batteries that come with the Pro line cameras. They are about $60 a piece, which is absolutely insane as well, but they are totally reliable. They're great. In fact, I made a video about one of my recent experiences about using an off-brand battery to use and power my camera, and it totally just made my entire workflow not efficient. It ran at a slower shutter speed, and at some point it didn't even turn on the camera. So that could be a huge problem, and definitely read up on your material on which batteries work best for your camera. Of course, the legit manufactured batteries from the manufacturer's website that makes your camera is going to work the best. So yeah, I have about 6 of these in my bag, and honestly, it can take all the room possible because they are needed, and I definitely use them. All right, next are just pens and pencils. Now, I use my Remarkable tablet all the time, literally all the time, but sometimes you need to write something on a piece of tape, you gotta take notes, and you don't have that tablet with you, or someone else is handing you something. Having a pen or a pencil is great. I know it seems like a little thing, but honestly, it's an oversight. There's so many times in the past, before I started implementing this into my camera bag, where I would need a pen or something of the sort, and I just wouldn't find it because I didn't pack it in there. So now every time I leave home, I make sure that I have all these different things that you're seeing or about to see, including pens and pencils. And of course, ones that have lead and are full with ink and that are gonna work. You never know when you need to sign something or fill out a form. It's just an everyday common use item that just needs to be in your camera bag. All right, now I have a bunch of cables. I just have the spaghetti of cables here. Honestly, they're all from DJI. And the reason why I have these is, well, because I own a drone. I also own their gimbal. But the reason I keep this in my bag is because literally there are so many instances where someone might ask me, hey, do you have this cable? Do you have from this end to this end? Do you have this thing? And they don't have it. So that's why they're asking me, because they know I'm carrying all these cables. Now this sits nicely in a little pocket within my camera bag, just a little zipper, has a little net on it, and I can see it. And I don't always take this out. It just kind of sits there until it's needed, and when it is needed, it's a lifesaver. So if you have cables that you know that are common but not as common to carry around, you know, within the work field, throw it in your bag, because you never know when you need it. And if you need it in like a pinch, it's there, you have it, and you're the hero of the day basically. So this is why I keep these cables here. There's no particular selection of them. It's usually from USB-C to Type A to micro USB, from micro HDMI to full-size HDMI, things like that. So I just like to keep that in my camera bag as a fail-safe. All right, next is a little bit of hygiene and just miscellaneous items that I keep in my bag. One is a hand sanitizer. This one is from Trader Joe's, but you can use any one you like, gel, spray, whichever. This one works great for me. I just need to, disinfect really quick. This will do the job. Next, chapstick might be a weird one for some, but chapped lips are kind of gross. So that's why this is here. And next is my knife. And this was a gift that was given to me from my best friend, and I just keep it in my camera bag just in case I ever need to cut something or whatever it might be. Tape, string, zip ties, I have it. It's always ready for me. Usually it doesn't always go in my camera bag, sometimes on my back pocket, but either way, it's coming with me on a shoot or just a regular work day. So these 3 items here, hand sanitizer, chapstick, and knife. All right, next is an item you guys have literally seen probably about 5 or 6 times on the channel, and it's my Lume Cube light. I love this thing because it's a portable light that just you can take with you if you need to illuminate, use as a background piece, whatever it is. It's rechargeable, USB-C, and it's light, and it's a slim profile, so you're able to just tuck it into your bag without it disrupting or moving the shape of the bag or any other elements within it. So it's a nice tuck and a nice fit. similar to kind of like a Nintendo Switch. You know, it's not thick, it's able to be portable, it's built to be portable. If it's not this product that you're carrying, totally fine. There's plenty of other companies that make them. This one was about $80, but it has multiple colors, many presets, a long battery life, USB charging. So again, I'm not being sponsored by anybody, okay? Let's be real. But this is a highly recommended product for me if you're curious on finding something out there. All right, so for the last few items here, it's gonna be some really practical pieces of equipment, and that's one, my phone charger. Now I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, so I'm still using Lightning. Of course, using Android or the 15 Pro Max, you're not using this, you're using USB-C, but for me, still stuck on the Lightning, so I gotta carry this with me. Next are these two little guys. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, hopefully. And they are just USB to Type A or Type A to USB-C adapters. You never know when you need them. And I can't tell you how many times this has come in handy. I didn't actually have to buy these. These came with a few products that I own already, whether it's a phone or another Bluetooth device. And these work fantastic. So if you are looking for something like small profile, not with a cable or anything like that, this works plenty. And I would suggest getting one of these. Next would be a screwdriver. Now, I know you're gonna see that, hopefully. And this is just a small Phillips head screwdriver. You never know when you're gonna need this as well. Again, all these items are like, you never know when you're gonna need it, but it's come in handy to take things apart that are either tiny, maybe it's gear, and it just kind of helps. Also, I like to use this for my tripod because I have the little ring on the bottom of the actual head that screws up to the bottom of the camera where you have to turn the ring to tighten it up. I like to get this to have a little more leverage, turn it, and there you go. So multiple uses for that. And last but not least is just a microfiber cloth, one for my screens, camera, and then also my glasses. So believe it or not, I do wear glasses. I don't know if I ever posted a video with me wearing them. Typically don't, because I get the glare from the light and it just becomes a huge distraction. But I keep this here as just a nice soft tool to clean up anything that I might have in the camera bag. Those are all my items here for what is my accessory bag within my camera bag. And hopefully this has gotten you to think about what you keep in yours. Maybe you found a few things here that will get you inspired or get you out shopping and putting things in the shopping cart to build up your accessory bag. Again, do what you need. You'll find things that work best for you. This may not always be the best solution for some. Maybe it gets you guys thinking. Also, there will be another What's in My Camera Bag 2024, but I need to kind of update it and just see where I'm at. That will definitely be coming out soon. And then also like the video if you like the content here. If you loved it, sub and leave me down a comment down below about literally anything. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.